One of the most powerful principles of success is taking full responsibility for your life. This is where everything begins. It is the foundation upon which all achievement is built. Without it, no amount of talent, intelligence, or ambition will lead to lasting success. The moment you stop making excuses, blaming circumstances, or waiting for someone else to change your life is the moment you take control of your destiny. Responsibility means acknowledging that where you are today is a result of the choices you have made, whether consciously or unconsciously. It means accepting that your current financial situation, relationships, career, and personal growth are all reflections of the decisions you have taken over time. This can be a hard pill to swallow because it forces you to confront the reality that if your life is not where you want it to be, it is not because of the economy, your parents, your boss, or bad luck. It is because of the choices you have made. Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect conditions, the right opportunity, or a lucky break. They blame the government, the job market, or even their upbringing for their lack of progress. They say, if only I had more money, I would start my business, or if only my boss appreciated me, I would work harder. They believe that success is something that happens to them rather than something they create. This mindset keeps them trapped in a cycle of frustration and stagnation. The truth is, success is never about circumstances, it is about choices. There are people who have come from the worst backgrounds and have achieved greatness, while others who had every advantage handed to them have squandered it all. What separates the two is not luck, but responsibility. The people who succeed are those who refuse to let their past define them. They take ownership of their future. They don't wait for conditions to be perfect, they take action despite the challenges. Taking full responsibility also means understanding that you cannot control everything that happens in life, but you can always control how you respond. There will always be obstacles, setbacks, and unexpected events. The economy may crash, you may lose your job, a relationship may end. But the way you handle these situations determines whether you rise or fall. Consider this. Two people lose their jobs on the same day. One spends the next 6 months complaining about how unfair the company was, blaming their boss and waiting for someone to hire them. The other immediately updates their skills, networks with professionals, and applies for new opportunities. They refuse to see themselves as a victim. While the first person remains stuck in frustration, the second person moves forward and eventually lands a better position. What's the difference? Responsibility. One person takes charge of their life, while the other waits for someone else to fix it. Taking responsibility also means being honest with yourself. Many people deceive themselves by making excuses for why they are not achieving their goals. They say they don't have time to exercise, but they spend hours watching television. They say they can't afford to start a business, but they spend money on unnecessary luxuries. They say they want to be successful, but they refuse to do what is necessary to achieve it. If you want to change your life, you must first be willing to see the truth about your own actions. Another critical aspect of responsibility is self-discipline. It is easy to blame distractions, lack of motivation, or bad luck for failure. But ultimately, success comes down to discipline. Doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Highly successful people don't rely on motivation, they rely on habits. They wake up early even when it's difficult. They work on their goals even when it's difficult. They make sacrifices today for a better tomorrow. Responsibility also extends to how you manage your relationships. It is easy to blame others for problems in friendships, family, or work. People say, my spouse doesn't understand me, or my boss doesn't appreciate me. But have you ever considered that maybe you need to communicate better? Maybe you need to become more valuable in your workplace. When you stop expecting others to change and instead focus on improving yourself, you gain the power to transform your relationships. Another area where responsibility is crucial is financial success. Many people struggle financially, not because they don't have enough money, but because they don't take responsibility for how they manage it. They blame the government for high taxes, their employer for low wages, or the economy for inflation. But the truth is, there are always opportunities to increase income, save, and invest wisely. The people who succeed financially are those who take control of their spending habits, learn about wealth-building strategies, and take action to improve their financial future. The same principle applies to health. Some people blame genetics, busy schedules, or stress for their poor health. But at the end of the day, health is largely a result of daily habits. What you eat, how often you exercise, how well you sleep, and how you manage stress. Those who take responsibility for their health make conscious choices to take care of their bodies, while those who don't find themselves suffering the consequences. Ultimately, taking full responsibility is the key to unlocking your potential. It is the difference between living a life of regret and living a life of achievement. It requires letting go of excuses, shifting from a victim mindset to a victor mindset, and realizing that the power to change your life is in your hands. Success is not an overnight event. It is the result of consistent actions, repeated over time. These actions, when done daily, become habits, and habits, whether good or bad, shape the course of our lives. If you want to change your life, change your habits. If you want to achieve success in any area, wealth, health, relationships, or personal growth, you must develop the right habits that align with your goals. Habits are powerful because they operate on autopilot. Once a habit is ingrained, you don't have to think about it, it just happens. Consider something as simple as brushing your teeth. You don't wake up every morning debating whether you should brush your teeth or not, you just do it. Now imagine if you could apply that same automatic discipline to habits that lead to success. Reading daily, exercising regularly, managing your finances wisely, or practicing a skill consistently. The key is to develop habits that move you forward instead of holding you back. Many people struggle because they rely on motivation instead of habits. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Some days you feel energized, ready to take on the world. Other days you feel lazy and uninspired. If you only take action when you feel like it, you will never reach your full potential. Successful people don't depend on motivation. They rely on habits. They train themselves to do the right things, whether they feel like it or not. Take, for example, a person who wants to get in shape. If they only go to the gym when they feel motivated, they might work out for a week and then quit when motivation fades. But if they develop the habit of exercising daily, it becomes second nature. They don't wait to feel like it, they just do it. Over time, their body transforms, not because of one intense workout, but because of small, consistent efforts repeated every day. The same applies to financial success. Wealth is not built by one lucky investment or a sudden windfall. It is built by small, disciplined habits. Saving a percentage of your income, investing wisely, living below your means, and continuously learning about money. People who struggle financially often have bad money habits, spending impulsively, ignoring savings, accumulating debt, and failing to plan for the future. The difference between financial struggle and financial security is simply the habits you develop over time. Good habits also play a crucial role in personal growth. Some of the most successful people in the world dedicate time every day to learning. They read books, listen to podcasts, take courses, and surround themselves with people who challenge them. They understand that growth is a continuous process, and they develop the habit of improving themselves daily. On the other hand, those who don't develop this habit remain stuck. They stop learning, stop evolving, and eventually fall behind. Developing the right habits requires discipline, but it also requires strategy. One of the most effective ways to build good habits is through small, incremental changes. Many people fail because they try to change too much at once. They decide to overhaul their entire life overnight, wake up at 5 a.m., exercise for an hour, read 50 pages, eat only healthy food, and work nonstop. This level of change is overwhelming and unsustainable. Instead, the key is to start small. For example, if you want to develop the habit of reading, don't aim for an entire book a week right away. Start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day. Over time, as the habit becomes ingrained, you can gradually increase your reading time. The same goes for exercise. If you're not used to working out, start with just 5 or 10 minutes a day. Once it becomes a habit, you can build on it. Small actions done consistently lead to big results. Another important aspect of developing good habits is eliminating bad ones. Bad habits can sabotage success just as much as good habits can build it. The problem with bad habits is that they often feel good in the moment but have negative long-term consequences. Eating junk food, procrastinating, overspending, wasting time on social media. These things provide instant gratification but lead to negative outcomes. On the other hand, good habits often require effort up front but lead to long-term benefits. One way to break bad habits is to replace them with better ones. For example, if you have a habit of checking your phone first thing in the morning, replace that habit with reading or journaling. If you tend to snack on unhealthy food, replace it with healthier options. If you waste time watching TV for hours, replace that time with learning a new skill or working on your goals. By consciously replacing negative habits with positive ones, you gradually reshape your behavior. Another key to developing strong habits is creating the right environment. Your environment plays a huge role in your habits, often more than you realize. If you keep junk food in your house, you'll eat it. If your phone is next to you while working, you'll get distracted. If you surround yourself with people who have bad habits, you'll likely adopt those habits too. On the other hand, if you create an environment that supports your success, habits become easier to maintain. For example, if you want to read more, keep books in places where you'll see them often, on your desk, beside your bed, or in your living room. If you want to exercise regularly, lay out your workout clothes the night before. If you want to save money, set up an automatic transfer to your savings account. When you structure your environment in a way that makes good habits easy and bad habits difficult, success becomes inevitable. It's also important to track your progress. When you measure your habits, you become more aware of them. Keep a journal, use a habit tracking app, or simply make a checklist to mark off daily progress. Seeing your consistency builds momentum and motivates you to keep going. Even small wins add up over time. Developing the right habits is not just about reaching goals. It's about becoming the type of person who naturally achieves those goals. If you develop the habit of discipline, success becomes a byproduct. If you build the habit of continuous learning, growth becomes inevitable. If you form habits that align with your dreams, achieving them becomes simply a matter of time. One of the most valuable lessons in life is understanding that your success, happiness, and overall fulfillment are directly tied to how much you invest in yourself. Every person who has ever achieved great things has made self-investment a priority. This doesn't just mean financial investments. It means dedicating time, energy, and resources to improving your mind, body, and skills. The more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become, and the more valuable you become, the greater your opportunities in life. Many people spend their entire lives investing in external things. They buy cars, houses, clothes, and entertainment, yet they neglect the most important asset they will ever own, themselves. The truth is, you can lose material possessions, jobs, and relationships, but the knowledge, skills, and personal growth you develop will always stay with you. When you invest in yourself, you create opportunities that no one can take away. One of the most important areas of self-investment is continuous learning. The world is constantly evolving, and those who stop learning get left behind. The most successful people are lifelong learners. They read books, take courses, attend seminars, listen to podcasts, and surround themselves with people who challenge them. The average person stops learning after school, but high achievers understand that education never ends. Reading is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to invest in yourself. A single book can change your perspective, teach you a new skill, or inspire you to take action. Many of the world's most successful people, from business leaders to athletes, credit reading as a major factor in their success. They don't just read for entertainment, they read to grow. If you commit to reading even just 10 pages a day, you will finish dozens of books in a year, and the knowledge gained will shape your mindset and abilities. Beyond reading, another powerful way to invest in yourself is through skill development. The more skills you acquire, the more valuable you become in the marketplace. People who are highly skilled never struggle for opportunities because they have something to offer. Whether it's learning a new language, improving communication skills, mastering a trade, or developing leadership abilities, every skill you acquire increases your potential. Many people assume they need a formal education to learn new skills, but that's not true. In today's digital age, knowledge is available everywhere. Online courses, tutorials, and workshops make it possible to learn almost anything from the comfort of your home. The only thing stopping most people from gaining new skills is their own lack of initiative. Another critical area of self-investment is health and well-being. Your body and mind are the vehicles through which you experience life, and neglecting them can limit your potential. Many people sacrifice their health in pursuit of success, but without health, success is meaningless. Investing in your body through regular exercise, proper nutrition, and sufficient rest ensures that you have the energy and longevity to accomplish your goals. Exercise is not just about physical fitness. It also affects mental clarity, focus, and emotional resilience. Studies have shown that people who exercise regularly have higher levels of productivity, lower stress, and greater confidence. Even a simple habit like walking daily can have a profound impact on your overall well-being. Nutrition is another key component. The food you eat affects your energy levels, mood, and ability to think clearly. Many people rely on processed foods and sugar, which lead to fatigue and health problems. Investing in your health means making conscious choices about what you put into your body. Mental health is just as important as physical health. In a world filled with stress and distractions, investing in your mental well-being through meditation, mindfulness, and positive thinking can make a huge difference. Many people allow negative thoughts and self-doubt to control their lives, but those who invest in mental strength learn to manage their emotions and stay focused on their goals. Another way to invest in yourself is by surrounding yourself with the right people. The people you spend time with have a massive influence on your mindset, habits, and success. If you surround yourself with negative, unmotivated people, their attitudes will rub off on you. On the other hand, if you associate with ambitious, growth-minded individuals, they will challenge you to improve. Many people underestimate the power of their environment. If you want to be successful, seek out mentors, join mastermind groups, and build relationships with people who inspire you. Learning from others who have already achieved what you want to achieve is one of the fastest ways to grow. Self-investment also includes financial education. Many people work hard to earn money, but never take the time to learn how to manage it properly. As a result, they struggle financially no matter how much they make. Understanding the basics of budgeting, saving, investing, and wealth building is crucial for long-term success. Those who invest in financial literacy gain control over their money instead of being controlled by it. Another overlooked aspect of investing in yourself is time management. Time is the most valuable resource you have, and how you use it determines your success. Many people waste hours every day on unproductive activities, scrolling through social media, watching TV, or engaging in meaningless distractions. Successful people, on the other hand, prioritize their time wisely. They set goals, plan their days, and focus on high-value activity. Investing in time management skills allows you to get more done in less time, freeing up space for personal growth and meaningful pursuits. Self-investment also means developing emotional intelligence. Many people fail in business and relationships not because they lack knowledge or talent, but because they lack emotional control. The ability to manage emotions, handle stress, and communicate effectively is essential for long-term success. People who invest in developing emotional intelligence are better at making decisions, resolving conflicts, and maintaining strong relationships. Another crucial area of self-investment is personal branding. In today's competitive world, how you present yourself matters. Your reputation, online presence, and communication skills all play a role in the opportunities you attract. Those who invest in their personal brand build credibility, attract better career prospects, and create more opportunities for success. Investing in yourself is a lifelong process. It is not something you do once and forget about. It requires ongoing effort and commitment. The more you invest in your knowledge, skills, health, mindset, and relationships, the more successful and fulfilled you will become. Every effort you make to improve yourself pays off in ways that extend beyond just your career or finances. It affects every aspect of your life. One of the most powerful principles of success is the ability to provide more value than expected. This principle applies to every aspect of life, business, relationships, personal development, and career growth. When you consistently give more than what is required, you set yourself apart from the competition, build stronger connections, and create opportunities that most people will never have. The world rewards those who go beyond the bare minimum. The more value you provide, the more indispensable you become. Most people operate under the mindset of doing just enough to get by. They meet the basic requirements of their job, deliver only what they are asked for, and avoid extra effort. This mentality keeps them average. But those who rise to the top are the ones who make it a habit to exceed expectations. They don't just do what is required, they go the extra mile. Whether in business, the workplace, or personal relationships, they stand out because they consistently provide more than what people expect. Consider an employee who only does what their job description outlines. They clock in, complete their tasks, and leave without contributing anything extra. Now, compare that to an employee who not only fulfills their responsibilities, but also takes initiative, offering new ideas, helping colleagues, and improving efficiency. When promotions or raises are considered, who do you think will be rewarded? It's always the person who goes above and beyond. Employers don't just reward hard work, they reward value. The same principle applies in business. Many companies compete on price, offering the bare minimum in products or services. But the companies that dominate their industries are those that provide exceptional value. They don't just sell a product, they create an experience. They anticipate customer needs, provide superior service, and constantly innovate to offer more than expected. These businesses build strong reputations and long-term customer loyalty because they understand that the key to success is delivering more value than people expect. Think about the businesses you personally support. You probably return to the ones that treat you well, solve your problems, and make you feel valued. Whether it's a restaurant with outstanding customer service, a brand that goes out of its way to fix an issue, or a professional who delivers excellent work ahead of schedule, the businesses and individuals who succeed are those who consistently exceed expectation. Providing more value than expected also applies to relationships. In friendships, family, and romantic partnerships, the people who make the greatest impact are those who go the extra mile. Many relationships fail because people put in only as much effort as they think is necessary. They do the bare minimum and expect great results. But relationships thrive when people are willing to give more kindness, more patience, more understanding, more appreciation. When you provide more love and support than expected, you strengthen your connections and build relationships that last. Another area where providing extra value matters is networking. Many people approach networking with a selfish mindset, thinking about what they can get from others. But the most successful networkers understand that the key to building strong relationships is to provide value first. Instead of asking for favors, they offer help. Instead of waiting for opportunities, they create them for others. When you provide more value than expected, people remember you, respect you, and are more likely to help you in return. Going the extra mile is not about working yourself to exhaustion. It is about developing a mindset of excellence and contribution. It is about taking pride in your work and recognizing that the effort you put in today determines the opportunities you receive tomorrow. The people who consistently add value are the ones who attract the best clients, the best jobs, and the best relationships. This principle also applies to personal development. Many people do just enough to get by in life. They read only when necessary, learn only when required, and grow only when forced. But those who achieve the most are those who constantly push themselves to be better. They seek knowledge beyond what is expected, develop skills beyond what is necessary, and improve themselves beyond what is required. By providing more value to themselves through continuous learning and self-improvement, they increase their ability to provide value to others. Even in small daily actions, providing more value can make a huge difference. It can be as simple as delivering a project earlier than expected, adding extra creativity to a task, offering encouragement to a colleague, or helping someone without being asked. These small acts of going beyond expectations create a lasting impression and set you apart from the majority of people who do only what is required. One of the biggest misconceptions about success is that it is based purely on talent or luck. But if you look at the most successful individuals in any field, you will see that they are not necessarily the most talented. What sets them apart is their relentless commitment to providing more value than anyone else. They are the ones who work harder, think bigger, and deliver more than expected. Providing more value than expected also builds trust and credibility. Whether in business, career, or personal life, people are drawn to those who consistently deliver excellence. When you make it a habit to exceed expectations, you build a reputation that opens doors. People want to work with, hire, and support those they can rely on to go the extra mile. Another advantage of always providing more value is that it creates a sense of fulfillment. When you give your best effort and contribute more than expected, you feel a deeper sense of purpose and satisfaction. You develop a mindset of abundance, knowing that the more you give, the more you receive in return. This is a fundamental truth. Those who give the most value often receive the greatest rewards, not just financially, but in personal fulfillment and long-term success. When you consistently provide more than what is expected, you create opportunities that others miss. You stand out in a world where most people do the minimum. You build strong relationships, open doors to new opportunities, and create a lasting impact. Success is not about luck. It is about providing more value than anyone else and making it a habit to always give more than required.